Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's September 27th, Tuesday morning, and we have some short covering working prices higher here. A risk-on type day across the commodity sector. I think we're seeing initial rally yesterday after a sharp sell-off in many of the commodities. Liquidation, gold had been down $100 at one time, bounced back, and we're seeing more of that relief type buying from an oversold condition coming out here this morning. News out of the Eurozone on the Greece debt is still very shaky, not any solution to the problem, still talking, still hope, as one trader termed it. They're loaded up with hopium here this morning, in that we're seeing prices trade higher. Much of this buying is also derived from technical indicators. We had extremely oversold situations in most commodities. We're seeing some relief of that here this morning. The big question is going to be how much further can it go? The situation in Europe is still a huge concern, and unable to come to any conclusion there. Any relief plans for Greece and the other countries that are having some debt issues, if they're going to put any more money into the pot, Germany needs to have the entire Congress there back it, which is could be a tall tale to ask of the to get this relief. So we're looking at the market here and watching the dollar. The dollar is down sharply here this morning, which has given us support in commodity markets, and expect that to strengthen here throughout the day. There is a possibility we could continue this strength into the USDA report on Friday morning at 7:30. We're coming out with the grain stocks report. And trade right now is looking at that as could be a bit bearish, as the stocks could be larger than what's expected. Other fundamental news that we're watching here: crop conditions report out yesterday afternoon showed corn conditions up 1%. Harvest, however, is moving right along. We're 15% harvested in corn, 16% is average. Soybean harvest at 5%. That's running a little bit behind, as 11% would be a normal 5-year average harvest rate there. Wheat seedings was another number that was looked at closely yesterday. 26% of the wheat planted here, the winter wheat, versus 35% average. So a bit behind there, but we think that the wheat is certainly going to get planted, as the insurance price for wheat is above $8, and that's going to give an incentive to producers to get this wheat put in the ground. And also there has been some rain across the southern part of the Midwest here, where we do plant a lot of wheat, and the southern plains has had some spotty rains there, so some areas were helped, and certainly going to give them a chance to get some crop in the ground. The Argentine ag minister said yesterday that corn plantings in Argentina is expected to be 6.5% greater than a year ago, so definitely an increase there, possibly at the expense of soybeans in that area. We also realize that with the weakness that we've seen last week in the grain sector, and especially in corn, there's been some announcements here, at least on the news wires here this morning, that South Korea has bought some corn, also bought some feed wheat. So starting to see some demand develop at these lower prices, and we expect that there's been tremendous talk about China buying corn here from the U.S. We've not seen any indications of that yet. Waiting for USDA's announcement here, 8 o'clock this morning. They will give us their any announcements on sizable purchases, so watch for that. Livestock trade, choice beef up 86 cents, select up 50 cents. pork cutout values were down just slightly. We do have hogs and pigs report out tomorrow at 2 o'clock, so stay tuned to Allendale's research to get the details on that. Right now, looking at pretty much unchanged. Don't expect to see any major surprises out of that report, but you just never know when it comes to government numbers, so stay tuned for those details. Everything higher here this morning. Livestock markets were up sharply yesterday. They're up sharply again here overnight. Expect markets to open anywhere from $1 to $1.50 higher in the open outcry when they open here at 9:05. In the livestock, grain prices anywhere from 10 to 12 higher pretty much across the board when they open at 9:30. So stay tuned to Allendale Research. If you got any questions, give us a call here at 800-262-7538. We wish everybody a very successful trading day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.